Baltimore Stadium here in Cincinnati.
Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals. NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go. 11, 11.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down. Burrow looking to pass.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
The Bengals at 4-5, a game under 500. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory. I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down, maybe by about a yard, as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Now Burrow on first down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the play.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal.
They'll give it to Mixon. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense, because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Here's Burrow.
This goes out wide from Mixon.
Touchdown Bengals.
Joe Mixon
with career touchdown number 126, the same number Jim Brown had during his 9-year career.
And the Bengals will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27.
And they'll run the option to start the drive.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
These two teams met in Baltimore. You might remember earlier in the year with the Ravens winning that game. So a win here in Cincinnati will give them the season sweep 2-zip.
From the 31, Jackson.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Now they'll run the option to the short side left.
Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
Play action. Now Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Play action. It's Jackson.
And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown.
A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Ravens are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partners, a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Running left, it's Mixon.
He'll take this to the 46.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And that will be incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. Now, this offense got to be loving this. After the long missed field goal, they'll take over on the other side of the 50. 1st and 10.
The collegiate star here in the Buckeye State, it's J.K. Dobbins. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Jackson. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down.
It's Dobbins on the out route, bringing it in. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson.
And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown.
A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Ravens have moved out in front.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
The Bengals drive about to get going. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now it's Burrow. And his throw here's incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Now, Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
And he's going to have the Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A handoff running left, Mixon. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Here we go. Now it's Burrow.
Throw left side complete to Chase. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 39.
The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
13 yards remaining on second down.
Burrow will throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 27-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
But they certainly made a point of getting. Passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. This is caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field. And just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
And Burrow going to throw again. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Second down and goal. Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Zerline good with a PAT. And that is going to tie up the game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. Jackson targeting Dobbins again, and he's got it again. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
Beating him there with his legs, 21 yards, first down. They go play action with Jackson.
Pass on the crossing route is complete. This is Andrews.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Here's Jackson to throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
On second and goal, there's an option play left. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal.
Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. Touchdown! Mark Andrews on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Tucker now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Ravens 21, Bengals 14. Justin Tucker in the kickoff.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
On the line, ready?
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Mixon hit, and the ball is out. And this will be recovered by the offense, but it will be of little importance now as time has expired here in this first half. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Nice pickup, 10 yards and a first down on the keeper.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
This pass complete. Jackson finding Andrews. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They go play action now. Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Andrews from 8 yards out. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
Justin Tucker in the kickoff.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Well, they've had success getting the ball to him out of the backfield, but this time they had a man right on him. He was able to break that play up before he could get started.
Here's Burrow. Over the middle, complete. That's Watkins.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Mixing up the middle. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Burrow looking to pass. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively, and the key to any screenplay is space to work, and there was none to be found there, and they tackle him for just a short gain.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 21. Now Burrow. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. To try again after the sack. Burrow. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He'll look to throw.
He will find his man Chase complete.
It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Play action. Now Jackson. And that is incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
On 3rd down, Jackson.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10.
Right at the 50-yard line.
He'll throw from the gun. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide up. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith, as he gets the sack. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
On 1, right?
Burrow going for it on 4th. He's going to have his running back. It's complete.
And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted.
Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Ravens are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
4 yards on the pickup.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And his pass incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that 1st down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a 1st down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow.
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. To the air again, Burrow.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Bengals have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Jackson options out left. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins.
And he's going to take this down to about the 17. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins.
And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Another run here with Dobbins.
And the agility got him a few extra before he's taken down right at the 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll try and run the option left side. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Well, this defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1. And in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone.
Justin Tucker in the kickoff for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes the return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Bengals drive about to get going. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better, and try and execute that on the way out the door, and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, Here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for the Ravens, they're